Welcome everyone to Let's Play Advanced Tactics Gold. Let's get right back to it. Hopefully I can move a little faster in this episode, but there's a lot to do. So I've already switched these two units. I'm going to leave the forces how they are here. If the enemy unit decides to push into the forest, I needed to keep this guy on the rail in order to reinforce him, and then I also switched his headquarter. So he has very low readiness, but I'm not worried since this unit's out of supply. I don't think he'll be able to do much. So yeah, this guy's just going to chill here, and if they move into the forest I will probably counterattack, because I'll have three sides. But I'm a little worried about how we're going to perform, since I'm well entrenched over here, but I'm surrounded on three sides, and there's nothing really to stop them from surrounding me on four sides even. But we'll see. I'm confident that, well, I'm not confident. I'm hopeful that we can hold. Now, they did move some forces around here. I'm going to leave this unit here, so I moved him here. I actually noticed that there's no stream between this area right here, which is a little weird, but that's fine. So if they choose to move into the marsh, I will counterattack, and if they move here, I will probably just hold my own, just play defense. So that gives us to what to do about this guy. So this guy can only attack, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to move and cut off the supply for these guys in the north. This guy has the capability of moving all the way over here, and this guy also has the capability of moving here. So I was thinking if I was able to stack, I can attack with this guy into here. And I just need to be a little bit careful because I want to conserve my oil. So I want most of my attacking to be done by infantry, because the fuel for attack is 4 times as much as it is just to move, and you also pay the fuel for moving when you attack to actually move into the square. So I don't want to attack with armor too much, which is totally counterintuitive, but I think our infantry will be able to pull through for us. So the artillery is a little bit behind our front lines now, so I'm going to have to kind of work them forward. What I'm going to do is move this guy here, because that'll cost 40. And he can get 6 rounds of bombardment against this guy, so we'll do that first. Comes down to these little math games. How many rounds of artillery can I get? And we didn't do too much. Maybe lowered their readiness by half and their entrenchment by half. But I wanted to do really severe, because I think the best way for me to handle this unit is by only attacking from 2 hexes, because this guy can't attack across, and this guy can't attack across either. So the only attack that can come is if I move this armor and attack from the northwest into the southeast, so like this, in which case, well, it seems like the only thing this unit's going to do this turn is this, so I'm going to go ahead and just have him attack, and we will take stock of the situation when he's done with that. But it should be an overwhelming victory. Good. Let's move him in, and that's his turn. He has 10 action points left. We'll let him stay next to the gazillions of infantry gun that are present in this city. It would be really nice for us to work our submachine guns into this rifle hex, and I think it's really possible this turn. All I need to do is push in with these back infantry. So definitely these guys are the ones who I want to attack this square. Okay, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to do one attack this way. And I think I will just move this guy around. Now that doesn't cut off the supply quite yet, unfortunately. But on the next turn I think we can shift to the left, and that should help. If their headquarters is here, let's see, whoops. Apparently F4 is history. I meant to hit F5 for supply mode. So they're definitely both in supply right now. Yeah, it's weird. This stream just doesn't seem to be doing anything for supply. I thought that it cost a lot to cross a stream, but maybe I'm mistaken. So it's 25 to do normal planes. It's treating this as if it's not jumping across a stream. That is rather confusing, but okay, well, I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure out why that is. I know if I take this hex that for sure the supply is going to have to go through mountains, and it'll just simply be, these guys will simply be out of supply, which would be great. Alright, for the time being, I'm debating whether I should follow up with a dive bombing attack, knowing that that will take away a little bit of my fuel. So what I want to have happen is I want attacks at the very front to happen from my units in the back as much as possible. So let's do it like... So this unit, these guys are able to attack here. So let's just move them in. That's the 1st and 23rd. Okay, 1st and 23rd are the guys who will probably end up attacking here, and I think I will have to use my infantry, or my armor here. It's just... I think it's unavoidable. And I guess we'll just go ahead and massively go over the attack stack. Hopefully this will be... Do I need to attack this guy further? No, I just gotta go. Yeah, we did take some casualties, but none really from our armor, which is nice. Okay, good. So let's push on then. I'm not going to move the armor in. I will move both those infantry in, which will be their last action of the game. Now, the good news is, I don't think any of these guys can attack, but these guys can, my submachine guns, and I want them to. So we're just going to go ahead and move right in. In fact, do I want to really make sure I get in there? This is an important attack, so I might need to dive bomb. It seems like, well, I have like 10 to 1, you know? But, okay, let's just do it. We'll just risk it. Ugh. We did win, but it was a little costly. 56, I'm okay with that. Alright, good. So now we've broken into the suburbans, which is good. Our submachine guns will defend this area well. But not only that, I think, can we move somebody forward? Anybody forward? Negative. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but maybe this guy can get in. He can. So if this guy moves in... Wait, what about this guy? Oh, he can move in. And these guys are out of action points, but so he needs to pin this 105. Lots of things need to happen on this turn. I'm not sure if it's worth it to support this suburban. And it does make me think that I should be dive bombing these guys since they have so many infantry guns. If they choose to attack, we're in a bit of a fix. But where's my guards? See, this is where the guards need to be down here. I think I might even just let that happen. Supply will be traced, I'm pretty sure, through this road. So we are just going to abandon this front. I just moved this guy this turn up here. Okay, well... Yeah, it's just there's no point in defending the northwest anymore. The objective we want is here. Now I also really want this oil this turn. So how do I play it so I can get that? Well, we definitely want this guy to move forward then. The 9th will be here. We'll have the 9th attack in here, which will save the 140th. Unless... Okay, so now that I bumped the enemies forward a little bit, this guy can move, should be able to move here, and it only costs 40. That wouldn't have been the case previously. It would have cost 50, but this is no longer in the enemy zone of control. So I had to push the people out of whatever hexes they were in. Maybe in both. I don't remember anymore. But I had to push them back so that the zone of control doesn't touch this hex before I move the artillery in. Now I'm in position to bombard, but what should I bombard? I guess the only thing that makes sense is this unit if I want to try to attack it. I can already tell this turn is going to go very slowly, but there's so many things to consider. I'm just going to be okay with it. We can pretty much win the war on this turn. Which reminds me, by the way, I forgot to do my die roll to see if the Chinese enter. They do not. I think I'm going to set a small aside. I'm going to make them join on the next turn just so we can... I'll start doing the German battle in the west off camera maybe to speed things up. But for now, let's keep our focus here. Okay, now they have a lot of armored cars. This is the hex I surely want. So I'm not going to use my artillery here, sorry, on this unit because we have pretty good surroundment. I want to make sure that I can get into this oil hex though. So I need... how do I do this? I mean, I can only attack from two sides unless I can push in here or here. Neither of them are good options. But let's first close down on this, since I know I can do that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this armor, I think. Because these guys both... this guy... oh, so this guy's in... he will definitely attack. Alright. I need to think about that in the back of my head for a second. While I'm doing that, let me go ahead and do what I was supposed to do last turn and bombard these guys. We'll just whittle them down, and we'll send the dive bombers in down here too. I know it's not doing much, but hopefully we'll be able to put them out of supply as well. And I will send in the dive bombers here. This is one place where I feel I really need to, for exactly this reason. Wow, we did really good. We did really good. That's excellent. I could not have asked for more. We're almost in a position where we can attack those guys. I think I'll move this infantry. Actually, this infantry is in a position to move northwest, so we might do that. And I can move this guy here. Yeah. So we'll just push like that, I think. And it'll be interesting to see what unit is here. Oh, those guys crossed again. Well, you know what? We'll just keep battling them back. I'm not scared of 2 armored cars, and we wiped out 1 armored car and 8 riflemen for the cost of 1 rifleman. Yeah, I'll take that. Good, we push him back again. Now, can this guy retreat again? He can. So we're just going to keep claiming our territory. We can see Trier is now occupied, but that's okay. Alright. Now, it does seem like we definitely have to take some action here. Let's bombard this guy. We'll take all 10 rounds. It's another critical. When they break through the lines, I think it's smart time to be effective, and don't be too cautious. I think you really have to surround these units, and certainly this 24th will come to the attack. The 16th is not able to get to the attack, but we could start pressuring the suburban area. Interesting. I definitely want this engineer. Oh, I moved him up. I definitely want him to build this road because we're going to get there this turn. So let's think. This is actually helpful to know that I have so many artillery here able to help out. It looks like I can do a bombardment of this guy, and that's the most important bombardment, so whichever one has 100 action points, the 123, will get that task. Let's do it. And I think if this is really true and they have 5 armored cars, or is that 6? My goodness. Then we will definitely be dive bombing this hex. There's no 2 ways around it. This is important. I need to take this one so that I can take the oil, which is probably where the other dive bombers will be used. And I'll have to take stock of my fuel situation right after this. I'm not sure where I'm at right now. Okay, 2,800. I'm down to about half of what I started with. But we can clearly move through here, which is good. And we know we'll very easily be able to move through here. In fact, what I think I'll do is... this one is slightly more powerful because of experience. So I think I'm going to solo attack this unit. Is there any reason not to do that? No, I think that that's fine. We'll solo attack this unit into here. Go. And we will win. We took some casualties, but we needed to take that square. And I did not want to invest a lot of forces into that. Okay, good. So now we've pushed through there. He can attack again up here, but I'm not sure we need to do that. We certainly have to attack this one. Maybe... It's kind of tough. I don't want to... Okay, it doesn't seem like I can just one-to-one this guy, so I think I will definitely save my armor for this, and I'll just attack with these 2 here. Attack. Alright, fair enough. Push on. Very, very good attack for us. That went very, very well. So move in here, and now we have... I think we'll have to dive bomb this one. We have to be careful. It's like 700 for a dive bomb, but when they have 6 armored cars, I just don't see any way why we shouldn't do it. And we're having massive success here. Wow, we actually eliminated the entire... That's amazing. We actually eliminated the entire square. So is this guy... He's not available for a follow-up attack yet, but it doesn't look like we'll have to do any serious combat, so I'm just going to have this guy attack in. I don't need to use my... Oh, we took some casualties. That's fine. I'm assuming that's because of the armored car, but it's worth it. We won't really need to take that square. Okay, good. So we pushed up the line very well. This one can't move. This guy can, but let's hold back on moving armor for now. And now, can this guy attack again? He can. I think what I want this guy to do is spend 25 to move here. There's no road there yet. And then just bombard this hex. The reason why is I can use... Oh, actually, I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm probably going to use 1 here and 2 artillery here. I think that's the best thing. If I can get to this guy, then I have my 3 sides here. I'll probably forget about this guy for this turn. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. Not spend too much time. So I'm going to move this guy, bump, if he's at 35, 25, yeah. I'll bump him forward here, which is a good spot for him to be in for next turn anyway. And I'll decide to bombard here. Hopefully this will actually cause some casualties since they have such low readiness on these guys, but no, it didn't. And we only got 5 rounds. I'm not sure. Did I start? I think I already had to move in. That's right. I saved this guy for heavy bombardment here. So it was really light bombardment. That's fine. I'm okay. Now this guy's still in a position to attack. Good. This guy is not defending. Okay. Can this guy attack? We have 2100 oil. I think that's quite a lot of fuel. We still have... I'm wondering if maybe I can even attack these guys. It seems like I can move... I should definitely be moving infantry down here. And their readiness is pretty low. I can move armor. I should definitely take the suburban while I have the chance. So let's do that. Is it out of supply though? How are we doing on supply? It's 52 to get here, so it won't be a problem. Okay, good. Okay, we'll push in like that. And we're really pinching the ability of these guys to be supplied, which is exactly what I want. So next turn, I don't even see a headquarters in here. Assuming that these guys are supplied from here, they still won't be getting their full amount. Okay, well, where is this guy going to move then? Well, he can move all the way there. So I don't need to worry about keeping the 75 here. We might as well move him. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And move the 75 in. I don't know if we should be attacking with him. His readiness is so low. In fact, I probably won't attack this square at all. It's tempting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't get anywhere. I can get this guy, though. 10 armor cars. Okay, 24 is not important, though. It's definitely a high-value target. Well, I mean, it's a great target of opportunity, but it's not a priority. Let's save our fuel for the north. I keep getting distracted about that. Okay, so who absolutely has to attack? 100. This guy has to attack. I'm just trying to make sure I don't do the wrong thing. I want guys who are 60 to attack, for example. So this guy will attack in one of these two, probably here. So let's just have this guy in the attack. And it's really important that I get this oil, which is plain. So let's go ahead and use our armor to secure this. It's just that important to me. And this guy has 100, so he can push in here. Okay, alright, we'll do this. All we need to do is take that oil hex this turn, and I'm satisfied. So let's just accomplish that any way we can. And any way we can, I think, in this case is... And this guy has 100, perfect. By doing infantry attack first, this will definitely push him back. Okay. I'm okay with those losses. We lost 9, and they lost, okay, they lost a ton. Now definitely anybody who was back here who did this attack, move in for free. Sure, definitely. And they're still able to attack. Now, the question is, I have 2 guys here. You're a little weaker, so you'll be in the north attack. Are you guys able to attack? Neither. So we'll move this guy in so we can attack here. Now, the good news is these guys can now move forward. And I think I will spend 1 artillery on this guy just to assure that I'm able to get even 4 sides of surroundment on this oil hex. And so far we're not doing bad. We're doing okay. Okay, this guy will be able to attack and it's perfect. And this guy won't. I have 2 here, so the lower one will. This guy's 100, so he'll be able to attack. Perfect, that's perfect. Okay, good. Let's use another round of artillery on these guys. I don't think it'll be very useful to use my dive bombers in this case because they don't have too much. I'd rather use my dive bombers against the oil hex because there's armored cars there, and also because dive bombers, there's a little thing called anti-structure points. I want to minimize the structural damage I do to this oil. Typically you can reduce the structure points of like a city or something, and then it lowers its production. However, I'm going to take over this oil, so I don't want to do too much damage to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin the attacks on this as well. They have a, well, we'll see when the dive bombers actually go in, but it looks like they have a lot. Okay, now we're not going to hold back. We're just going to dive bomb with this 89 and this 90. I think this will be almost all our fuel, but if we make this hex so weak that it can... Why did this one leave so soon? Did I make a mistake? Oh, this guy came back early. Damn it, he's only got 5 hexes in. Okay, well that's fine. I think that actually saved us 300 oil. And it turned out good. So this is only like a 40. Okay, so let's do the attacks now. Attack with this guy. These guys can't. With this guy. And the lower combat value guy, so 132. Okay, attack. Well, we took a bit of a beating, but we're moving in, and we killed 37. Oh my gosh. Things are really going our way now. So it's really important that there's no reason for this guy not to move in. There's no reason for this guy not to move in. In fact, we need him because he's going to be continuing the attack. And there's no reason for this guy not to move in there. Now let's go ahead and this guy has a strength. He has attack. This guy can attack, so I have 2 sides. Okay, this red can only attack 1 more time. So what we're going to do is attack with both of these guys into here. Hopefully not take too many losses. They do have armored cars. Yeah, we made it. Wow, good, good. Wow, we killed 4 of them too. That's really good. Now this guy is going to move in here, and he still has enough to attack. Whew, this is brutal. Okay, I don't care if this guy's moving in only to here if he's out of oil, so I'm not going to move him yet. Now here's the big thing. And I think I will use 1 more dive bomb attack because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just that important. And I'll use it from this guy. There's nothing else for this guy to do. So let's do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Airstrike. We've already done... I can't do it because we've already done... Did you see that? I'll show you this a little more slowly. We've already put in 2 groups of 5 here, and the air stack of a hex is 100. So you can see that we've already done 100 out of 100. If I select this guy, it goes to 150 out of 100. Now that's not terrible. It just means that this guy will fight at a pretty significantly reduced rate. But I'm not going to do that because if I'm going to do that, I might as well just... I mean, I have total surroundment. I might as well just attack with the armor here, which is fighting at 153. So we're going to be okay, I think. And maybe, let's see, this guy's 147, so let's move him in as well. Okay, good. So we'll just do 4-sided attack now. Who has this guy? these guys both, but I'll move the armor. This guy's better at attacking, so I'll move him as well. And I also want this guy here. In fact, I could actually get over here, but I'm not going to. So this is time. 20%, we're just barely over the attack stack. So wow. Stuff's happening. So we lost 6 rifles and 3 machine guns, and they lost 54 rifles, 2 armored cars. And we got that oil hex. Wow, excellent. So currently it's down at 1500. It's going to produce about 750 oil for us, but we'll take it. Yes, we'll definitely take it. And both of these armors can actually move, but they won't. The oil's going to run out, so they're going to attack at lower, and there's a 113 still here I need to be concerned about. Okay, so now the only trick left before we end this turn is to figure out what armor we want to move up. Okay, certainly we want to move infantry if it can be moved up. And this guy can move if he's out of fuel, so let's not do that. We could do another dive bomb actually, and then just see what's left to move from there. Okay, let's check. We have very low units here, and then 3 infantry guns. I think this one, we don't actually know what this is. It could be like 2 armor cars. But I might bomb these guys and lower their readiness, because if they're out of supply or if they're receiving lower supply, they won't be able to increase their readiness as quickly. Which is good. That's good. Or actually, maybe I should begin... Yeah, actually... There's a lot of weak staff I could attack here as well. This guy doesn't have the means now. It's very interesting. So this guy won't be able to move 1 square. I'm going to just attack here, I think. This will give me better reconnaissance of this area. Now his attacking is going to be a lot weaker towards the end because he's attacking out of fuel. What do we learn? They actually have 20, they really do have 23 infantry guns. I thought for sure that I was seeing that wrong. And of course we didn't do much damage there, but that's fine. So this is a pretty much accurate assessment. That's very frightening. Okay, well, that's about all we need to do on this turn, so let's just move units. Anybody who can move forward, let's just check action points. 10, 10, 20, 10, 40 he could, but he's going to stay. These guys are all zeroed. This guy is 50, so let's move him forward, but which direction? Well, we should move blue here, and I think we'll move the red here. And does this guy have any action points left? No. He could move in, but let's not have him move in. And we're still at 5 oil. That's impressive. So I could do another dive bomb. I think. Can this guy get here? No. Not available. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's because he's out of fuel. Okay, fine. So we can move one guy, 1 more armor closer. This guy's far enough away that I want to get him there. He won't be able to do it, so... I guess he'll be able to get here from either of these 2 squares, but if I want him to go here, I have more options from this bottom left one. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to move this one here. Oh, he can't. Well, that's a bummer. Move cost is 120 to go there. Most unfortunate. This guy can't move either. Can this guy move? So they can't move through the zone of control stuff. So I guess everyone else is just stuck right where they are. Well, that's fine. Now where do I want my engineers to go? Kind of makes sense just to connect this with a road, I think. It's so close. So we'll move this guy that way. Might as well move him here. Because this guy should be taking over this road next turn. We should be pushing forward. Good. Well, I think that's all that I need to do on this turn. I already did some adjustments, like off camera. You may have noticed that this is now a submachine gun city guard, and it's fully reinforced. So I did a lot of things off camera. I also did reinforce the east a little bit for the first time in ages. But I could create some more new units here. I don't think I'm going to, and I don't have any more rail capacity. So we'll go ahead and end this turn here, and I'm really interested to see what is the 6,000 oil. I'm happy with that, but what is the reprisal from the Germans? I didn't see any attacks, which is good in the north. They did move forward here, but I'm okay with that. Okay, they bombarded me here, and we did take some losses. That's all the infantry guns they have in Nagano. Okay, they're attacked here, but we held. Well, they lost 4 more armored cars. I don't think it was wise of them to attack in the hills. Or was it in the city? I actually don't remember. Well, let's just quickly look at the history. We'll take a brief look down here first. I'm pretty sure they attacked here. Oh, so our armor was actually defending. It defends perfectly in the city, which is a little weird to me, but still a mechanic. So if they attacked my armor, they attacked and had a 50% penalty, but on top of that, my armor was in the city, defending at full. So maybe not the best decision. Nagano does not look breachable on this turn. And we'll let those guys just put themselves out of supply. Probably move this guard in. Infantry swing him out here or up here, and the armor here. We just want to cut off that area. And it seems like we can do that very easily. The front is very weak here. It seems like they're pulling back into the suburban, which is smart. We notice that their headquarters is pulled back. That's probably it over here. I myself need to move my headquarters forward. Where can I get? It will cost a bit of fuel though, with those 7 trucks moving me. And also 3 standard light tanks. But I could get all the way over here, and there seems to be no reason why I shouldn't move all the way over here. So I probably will. But let me think about it off camera, and let's see what else. The front is pretty straightened out over here. I think this guy's going to move forward as well. Hopefully we'll be able to bombard and dive bomb this guy so we can actually break through. We can attack on 4 sides. I'm not sure I'll attack with the standard light tanks because there's only 1 armored car and they would be attacking at a 50% penalty into the hills. It's probably better for them to once again just jump across and kill that guy for the 3rd straight turn. Okay, well, this is another long video. What I'll do is also, well, let me just roll for fun. No, I did not get the correct roll, but I think I will declare war on the Chinese this turn as well. I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time off camera setting up my forces and seeing if it's reasonable or if I'll just take too crazy of losses. The thing to consider, almost the biggest thing to consider, is the fact that I have really low oil. So if I'm moving armor at all in the northeast, I'm not going to have enough for my German front. It's already been kind of fun playing around with who's going to get fuel. It's been nice prioritizing those things. And it's the first time I've had to deal with it, so it's, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. It's like the first time I discovered supply in this game. I feel like a real commander dealing with real concerns. But that's enough for this episode. I'll pick this up where we left off in the next one, and until then, take care.